Please help. I think there's blood in my house. A frightened child, a hidden secret, and a phone call that broke a 10-year silence. This is the story of Claire Donovan, a young woman who vanished without a trace, and how a little girl uncovered the truth that no one saw coming. Claire Donovan was 32 years old, a free-spirited graphic designer living in Brooksville. Friends describe her as funny, independent, and fiercely loyal. Reenactment. Claire laughing with a friend over coffee. Friend, interview. She had just gotten a big promotion. She was finally happy. We were planning a weekend trip. Then she just vanished. But not everything in Claire's life was picture perfect. She had been in a rocky relationship with her boyfriend, Tom Bowers. Friends said they had been fighting for weeks. The night Claire disappeared, neighbors heard shouting coming from the house. No one called police. They thought it was just another argument. The next morning, Claire never showed up for work. Her friend went to check on her and found the door unlocked, the kitchen in disarray, and drops of blood on the floor. Detective Harris, interview. There was no forced entry. Her car was still in the driveway, but there was no sign of Claire. We considered it suspicious, but we had nothing concrete. Detectives questioned Tom Bowers, who claimed Claire left after an argument and never returned. He seemed nervous, but there was no body, no murder weapon, and no clear evidence linking him to foul play. Weeks turned into months, months into years. Tips slowed down. Leads dried up. Claire's case was eventually classified as a cold case. Interview with Claire's sister. Sister, every day I woke up wondering where she was. Not knowing was the worst part. 10 years later, the house had new owners, James and Rachel Lane, with their 2 kids, Mia and Ethan. They knew nothing about the home's dark past. Mia, Daddy, what's this little door on the stairs? Dad, just a crawl space, sweetheart. Stay out of there, okay? Within weeks, the children began hearing strange noises, scratching, thuds, even whispers. MIA, whispering to Ethan. It sounds like someone's talking under the stairs. Their parents brushed it off as nightmares. But Mia couldn't shake the feeling that something or someone was down there. One rainy night, while their parents were running late from work, Mia heard it again, louder than ever. She grabbed a flashlight and crept toward the crawl space. What she saw inside would haunt her forever. A stained sheet and what looked like a bone. 911 call recreation. Dispatcher. 911, what's your emergency? MIA, shaking voice. I think there's blood in my house. Please come fast. Officers arrived within minutes and secured the house. What they found confirmed Mia's worst fears. Forensic team pulling out human remains. Officer, we found skeletal remains wrapped in a sheet, along with personal items, including a necklace with the initials CD. The medical examiner confirmed the remains belonged to Claire Donovan. Detectives reopened the case and began piecing together her final hours. Detective, with new forensic tools, we got a DNA hit, and it pointed directly to Tom Bowers. Detective, Tom, we know you were there. Your DNA is on the sheet that wrapped Claire's body. Tom, breaking down. It wasn't supposed to happen. We fought. She hit her head. I panicked. I hit her in the crawl space. I didn't know what else to do. Tom Bowers was arrested and charged with second-degree murder. The trial captivated the small town. Courtroom testimony from Claire's family. Sister, we waited 10 years for this. Claire deserved justice, and now she finally has it. Tom was sentenced to 25 years in prison. For Claire's family, it was the end of a long nightmare. A child's courage had solved a decade-old mystery. Her 911 call not only brought justice, but closure. Sometimes the smallest voices speak the loudest truths. Would you have been brave enough to make that call at just 6 years old? Share your thoughts below. And if you want more stories where justice comes in unexpected ways, make sure to like and subscribe.